Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's the preseason opener for these two teams, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. It gets it right back to Mayer. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here's one of the new rules for 2023. We'll see as the season goes on. That's a fair catch, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
The game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy got a man. That's Ayuk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Play action. Now Purdy. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And O'Connell now to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Second down and 6 now. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10. They're on 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down throw, O'Connell letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
O'Connell working from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action. Now O'Connell. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Broken tackle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Purdy now on second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A second down throw for Purdy. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Here's Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
McCaffrey, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try now from Moody. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing, O'Connell. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, O'Connell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
They're on 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First down, 49ers.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Purdy looking to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Purdy.
lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They'll start with the option. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw, O'Connell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. The rookie Tyree Wilson, a 1st-round pick there to bring him down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Francisco.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They come up now on 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. This is 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check him down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal on the 6-yard line.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun.